Hello guys, it's Susanna here. Well, I am back for a video on some new stock that I have got available in my shop, and there is a lot. This is the French pack that I was telling you about in another video. I will put that aside and I'll show you some other stuff first. So I've found these. It's on a damask. It's got roses on the background, and there's 3 of these. I'll just leave them in there. Now I'm just making sure that I'm in. Yes, there we go. If we stay here, there's 3 of these, and they're and also I've got 16 of these. Now these guys here, I'm going to be doing a tutorial. I'll just put them on the website, but I'm going to be doing a tutorial, and you can put them in a hoop, and it'll be like a beautiful rose. So I'll probably do bullion knots and French knots and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll sort of like paint it up a little bit, and it'll be a beautiful wall hanging. And so I was lucky enough to find these in my travels, and yeah, so I will be doing a tutorial on them, because this is my one, and then I've got 16 of these, and that's where I found these as well, but there was only 3 of them. So I won't do a tutorial on them. I'll just sort of sell them. It's really cute. Bless her home with love. So just have a look on the website at a fuller picture. It's not much bigger than that. Yeah, just a nice little one you can hand embroider. So I've got those. So keep an eye out for that tutorial, which probably be a bit down the track. I've got so many things planned. I've got a couple of these. Look at how solid it is. It's like a brick. This is beautiful. It's white round tablecloth, and that is in good condition, whereas this is more like a cutter's one. It was too, like, as in, it's got a, you can see in the picture, it's being beautifully made. These are all handmade, but I didn't want to cut it up. So there's a hole, and so if you're a crocheter or someone that could probably mend that hole, because there are threads on there that you could probably pull it in and have it on your tablecloth, or you can cut up the pieces. So it's up to you, but it's priced accordingly, because it's only I've only got $15 on it, but it's a good size, and other than that hole, it's actually quite nice. I've got these packs. Now these are, I think we're over this side, motifs, and I had these made up for Corinne's retreat, so I've got some of these left over. I think they've got about 18 pieces or something. There's a small doily underneath, or a small, like a bigger piece. So I've got them in the beige, well, the cream, or the white, or a combination. Mostly I've got, I think, about 7 of them, 4 of them, and 4 of them. So it'll be on the one listing, so have a look in there where it says variants, and just click on that, whichever one you want. They're all beautiful. So I had packs of these a while back. They were about $10, but there wasn't very much in them, and I think there might be 15 or 18, I'm not sure, but there's a fair bit in there, and they're all gorgeous little varieties. Now, when I was out in my travels, I hit the jackpot and found a place that had all these beautiful tablecloths. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Look at the embroidery on that. I've just packed them, but go onto the website, and it will give you the size and and the full design. They're just beautiful. So you see, that's sort of like a cross stitch, and it's got all these daisies. I call it the cross stitch daisy. Beautiful. And they're all like hand crocheted edges. It was just, I was like, wow, right place, right time, one of those vintagey places. And I'm like, oh, these, believe it or not, I thought it was machine done, but it's hand done, and it is amazing. Like, the work in this is it looks like machine work, and then when you turn it upside down, it's just beautiful. And then this one, the colour of this is beautiful, so cross-stitch roses. And then this is my favourite, and I was umming and ahhing whether I was going to sell it. Just beautiful. I'm calling it the wildflowers because it's got 4 corners, and they're all a little bit different. Like, it's the same design and the colours all go, but this one's got the blue flowers where some other one might have the red, and she's used the same colours, but she's just put them, they're just beautiful. It would be great. This would be great for the Just Because quilt, you know, to use in between that. So I've got 5 of these gorgeous. I was so lucky. I just was like, yay! They're so beautiful. So, and then I've got another big chocker thing, a bundle pack of doilies, linens. I don't know if you can see, like, you can see it in the picture, but you can see, like, it's pretty chockers. I think there's 20 or 21 pieces in there. I actually have got a tablecloth with this on there, and it's the same design, but I think it's being embroidered differently. But this is a doily, and there's quite a few embroidered doilies in there. This is, you know, a couple of little napkins, and this one of these, this is a little napkin, but really nice pieces. There's quite a big long runner. Yeah, but these are, you know, like I make up a bundle every now and again. I just thought, oh, I was going to, you know, put him in my stash. I thought, oh, I might as well just make up a bundle. So, yeah, first in, best dressed with that. There's only one of them because, you know, I have to wait until I've got at least 20 good pieces. So I've got this. Now this is the French pack, and I thought I'll take you through this. Okay, this is a bit of a longer show and tell. So I've got buttons, you know, and which sort of match everything. Now this, I went to a French shop, and she goes to France and gets all this stuff, and she's got new and older French stuff, and then so I've got about 3 genuine vintage, and then there's some new in with it, and then there's extra bits and pieces just sort of to fill it up. The colours all coordinate. This was a beautiful tablecloth which I spent quite a while cutting, but I just thought I'd give you the darker tones because they just go beautifully. So got those and coordinating buttons. This is from my personal stash. They are all different. There was Lily of the Valley, roses, what are they? The violets, and then these buttercups, I think. And this is like 1 square is all I had. So I've got 16 packs, and that's it. So that's all gone, and I will show you what you can make with this. I'll show you in a minute. I made this when I was in England, using the fabrics and stuff. So here's a vintage, it's sort of like a bigger piece, and so that means, you know, that's vintage from a vintage bag that I had, and I'd made other packs. That was in one of the original French packs, and this is new, but it's from France. So these are my 2 from my personal stash, because I haven't got a lot in my French stash. Yeah, so then this was from that French shop, and it was a beautiful tablecloth, and it was a bit of a risk buying it because it was quite stained in a lot of places, and I sprayed it and soaked it, and thank goodness it came out. But the most beautiful delicate lace, and then lace on the edge there, just gorgeous. Now this bit here is the original. I only bought it, it was quite a lot of money per metre, and this is vintage. This is quite old from France, and if you look at this is the new ones. This is Le Cello, and you look at that, you can see, you know, the old and the new complement each other, but you can see the roses and everything. So Lucello, I had, this is the last bits of these as well. Like I'm using up the last bit of everything, but this is stunning and it's really nice. You can feel this beautiful sort of, you know, bit of a thicker linen, but stunning. And I just chopped it up, even though it had pictures and roses and everything. I just sort of chopped it up. My 1 meter that I got, chopped it up into 16, and that's the sizes. So and so this were, you know, the little morsels that you get. That's Lucello. There's some really like good sized bits and not so good sized bits. And this is the other Lucello. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful linen. And I don't know if you remember this. It was on my website, and it was this beautiful, massive linen tablecloth, which almost looked, you know, I was going to turn it into a bedspread. So what I did, because it had a lot of holes and, you know, but the linen on the outside was absolutely stunning. And I thought, well, it's not selling it. Like, I think it was too much of a project for people and it didn't sell. So I thought, well, if I have the centerpiece, and then the outside is this beautiful, it's just really lovely linen, and they all have a little flower, so that worked in really well. So yeah, so it's really lovely linen. I thought, oh well, this is vintage as well, and it's not French, but it's vintage. And this is also genuine French. This was a so it's quite a big piece, this piece, a single bed cover, so hence these little bit edges here. So yeah, so these bits are quite generous size bits. So yeah, I love it. I just love this little pack. And these are a little bit more expensive than my other ones because they cost me a bit. So if they cost I usually price, if it costs me little, I will have, you know, give it my, you know, my pack's at $35 if it doesn't cost that much. But when it costs me, especially the last two, like these ones are genuine, and you know, this was a bit of a risk. Like it wasn't over the top expensive, but it was the risk of, oh, what about if it doesn't come out? So but yeah, thank goodness. And I thought, no, a good soak, it'll come out. So oh, a minute, down that way. So I will show you, and these are just little morsels, but doesn't seem like a lot, but these are very special because that's all I have. And I'll show you some of the ladies. I think Christine Creates, I gave her some of them when she come over. Christina, come here. So I made this when I was in England. I started making it. I've got bits and pieces that are going to go there. And these are my little collection of stuff that I bought in France. You probably remember some of this. And here is the creamy colourway. And here's that red, which all I had left was a tiny little square. So I used that red. So you can make something like this with the bits and pieces, you know, use that little bit of lace that's on the bottom of this piece here to go across, you know, pick out a hero piece like some of the flowers or whatever. You can probably make yourself a little sampler. I got that in, it was beautiful. I got this in Paris, and they'd forgotten the W, so I added the W. But you can see just how much stitching and stuff I have done, like in the back. So I'm going to be, you know, still want to continue to finish it and make it into something, maybe a wall hanging as a beautiful remembrance. That was, you know, in my original French packs. I got them. You know, this is some of the fabric that was in the original French pack. So yeah, frou-frou, I think it's Japanese fabric, but made for Paris. I got it in Paris, so Japanese fabric, but it's made for the people in Paris. So I thought, oh, I was looking through my stuff and I'm like, oh, I really haven't got much left in my Paris stuff, but because I was able to find beautiful, I got this in the French shop, that, and then these are French inspired, like they're new, but they're French designed. So okay guys, I think that's about it. So that's my go and have a look on my website. Yeah, because after the sale I needed to replenish, and yeah, and I went out and went shopping and just come across some absolute bargains. So and some really some bargains, some not so bargains, but some really good stuff. So okay guys, enough of my yabbering. This is a long video for a what's on my website video. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.